Hot tags. Get your hot tags here.
Hot tags.
Hot tags. Get your hot tags.
We need to get some like old timey dude to do that with those like curly mustaches.
Just with that, like one of those like top hats, looks like he'll hang outside a barber quartet.
Right.
Every time that I imagine like a mustache with a top hat, I think of Evil Peter.
That
I'm like going.
I think of that as the Monopoly Man.
We'll do that someday. That'll be like that background music you hear in the rest hold and the outro. We're just gonna slowly include more bullshit like this throughout the shows. Three hot tags to talk about for what went down in wrestling this week. The rumors and stories and rigmarole and dirt sheet. Rigor mortis.
What did you say?
Rigmarole.
Hot tags.
I'm gonna go with Rick and Mortis.
First things first. Daniel Bryan named his finisher the Knee Plus.
Wah, 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 wah.
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
No, it could be worse. It could be a solid knee plus.
Could be what were some of the crap that he was thinking of before, the Aberdeen Wizard or something, and the.
I'm surprised they didn't call it the fucking yes knee.
Yeah.
I think the running knee described it enough the way JBL said it on.
No, my favorite description is the move that beat John Cena and Randy Orton.
That would have been like the best thing to actually list that down there. It's like, finishing moves in WWE right now. You have Undertaker, Tombstone, Kane, Chokeslam, John Cena, Attitude Adjustment,
F you.
Daniel Bryan, the move that beat John Cena and Randy Orton in the matches at SummerSlam. And
Did he beat him with a running knee at Night of Champions?
Yeah. The thing is, they keep taking Kenta's moves. It'd be nice if they actually gave him the name that Kenta given them. Like Daniel Bryan's, I think it was called the Boys. Oh, I can't pronounce it. It's fucking Japanese.
Wait, why? Just because it's Japanese.
Yeah, but if you fucking say it enough times on TV, they'll get it. Fuck, people remembered McGillicuddy.
People aren't remembering McGillicuddy. What are you talking about?
I think it was called the Baisuku knee kick or something like that.
The Sonata?
Fuck, people remember Husky Harris for crying out loud.
Toyota Sonata?
Toyota.
It was Busaiku knee kick.
Toyota Honda Civic.
And and fucking Kenta's fucked if he gets signed by WWE. CM Punk and Daniel Bryan both got his finishers.
Well, CM Punk's not going to be a factor anymore.
It's work, man.
It is a war. When he comes back in 2 years, I'm fucking rubbing it in your faces.
It's the longest work ever, except for the Montreal screw drop. So yeah, any other thoughts about Knee Plus? Everybody else agree this just sucks as a name?
Yeah, I give it a 4 out of 10. Give it a solid B plus.
I give it a solid
NXT is going to be promoted more as a pure wrestling product and pushed more heavily. They had said before that they're going to push it very, very far, and they're going to make that a real huge focal point. But now the report about it being, more based on wrestling, that's new. Especially for a company that doesn't like when you say the word wrestler.
What? What's wrestling? This is sports entertainment. What are you talking about?
That's kind of cool, though, because that means even though they're going to be dealing with characters and they're going to give people gimmicks and, work on promos and all of that kind of stuff, they're still going to be focused on the in-ring product for that. So I'm all for it. We go.
Yeah, I really like it. I mentioned before in one of my articles on Smark at Moment that I thought NXT reminded me of an early NWA TNA. And that's... If they can keep pulling out that type of product, I'm all for it. It was awesome.
Drew?
My mic's good?
Hello?
Yeah, your mic's fine. I don't know about you.
Oh, okay. Hey, guys. Okay. Honestly, I'm all for it. Mainly due to the fact that NXT probably has the best wrestling out of all the shows that WWE's already promoting, even before this. I mean, I remember watching the last few weeks of NXT before it was on the network. And even then, the wrestling was pretty much better than anything you'd see on Raw, SmackDown, any pay-per-view since SummerSlam, or Main Event or Superstars. I mean, guys, Superstars used to have all the superstars. I mean, But yeah, this is good. If Raw, SmackDown, all that could be like the entertainment value. If you want to see wrestling, go to NXT. I'm all for it.
Speaking of which, do you remember when Superstars first came out and they were like advertising Undertaker and Edge and Matt Hardy and
What to do with main event?
John Morrison and all that? And it's like, we're gonna have all the big names, and then it was like, fucking like 2 weeks later, we're already having matches with Yoshitatsu.
I remember the Raw I went to last year. I saw McGillicuddy versus Zack Ryder. By God. Oh, who's McGillicuddy?
Yeah,
One
it's amazing that they have 3 hours of Raw and they still can't fit all the talent on, and they need something like Superstars.
well, you could fit it on SmackDown, but nobody watches it. So.
True that.
One other hot tag that has to deal with the WWE Network. Main Event is going to potentially lose at the very least, the rights on Ion TV April 2nd. And if they don't end up renewing that deal, supposedly Main Event is going to be a WWE Network exclusive show. And they might keep the live edition aspect to it and make that a live thing. So if that happens, we're not going to be seeing any other kind of networks for like superstars and all that stuff that they give them the half-assed weird channels and use that as like bargaining chips and stuff. That's going to go out the window, and there's going to be even more of a chance that Raw and SmackDown could do that in the future. But Main Event really doesn't matter all that much. It's just more content for WWE. So hey, if it stays on Ion or if it goes to the WWE Network, it seems like it'll find its way to, have people watch. So, doesn't really matter to me. Way go.
From what if I remember, the announcer said it's going to be live next Tuesday, so I think it's moved already. I didn't know they was losing the rights to the contract either on Ion, but it makes sense. So I'm all for it. If they're going to put it on the network and they're trying to put all their stock in this network, they're obviously going to invest more time into the show and not just half-ass it every week. So if it means they're going to put more time into it, great. I'm all for it. As far as Raw ever moving to the network, unless they really upset their partners, I don't see that happening. But I could see it with a SmackDown.
Drew?
Well, I remember someone in wrestling content talking that WWE was going to lose money anyways. But besides for that, I really could not care less about the main event and whether or not its contract's going to lose, unless they actually progress storylines of any sort of way on main event that actually matters. I'm not going to waste my time watching it because most of the time it's something stupid and the Miz is on commentary.
All right. That's it for the hot tags this week. Not too much going on. We're going to take a little bit of a break, and after the rest hold, we're going to come back with the main event of this evening, the finisher versus finisher. Who does the best powerbomb?